No need to frame it as a try.
Ima, viši glas.
The value lived in letting be.
Gdje bi trebao išta vidjeti?
They not pushed to justify. Ganja didn't make it count.
Da meni stiglo bolestanje
Kept the day from being erased. Not good, not bad, not one to say. Just a day allowed to stay. When nothing shines and nothing fades. Existence still has weight. Still here. Still here. Just a day. Not denied.
Ali ne čujem se ni ja, ne čujete se ni vi. Ne znam. To je, vidi, ja sad ću pokazati. To mi je dali ovdje na Discordu, da stavim šta mi je glavni.
No vow was made to kill the light. Just later, not tonight.
Bićeš izvršni moderator.
The smile stayed packed for safer days, while duty took the open space. He took a draw, not turning cold. Just saw how joy kept getting postponed. Not giving up, just pushing back. Another day, another stack.
Ne vidiš, to moram ovdje nešto.
When joy keeps waiting in a line, it slowly slips behind its time.
Bacilo, jel?
No rule said pleasure couldn't stay.
Što hoću napraviti?
It just was never picked today. The habit formed without a sound, till joy was always later found. Ganja didn't bring delight. It showed how long joy stayed out of sight. Not giving up, just pushing back. Another day, another stack.
Što je pored toga čujem i muziku na...
When joy keeps waiting in a line, it slowly slips behind its time. Still waiting. understood. Still hands stayed close around the stack. Not fear, just memory intact. He took a draw not to relax. Just felt the habit tighten back. It comes in, then it stays on guard. No ease arrives with what you earn. When holding on becomes reflex, peace is slower than success. No joy rushed in to claim the win. No trust that it would all remain. The past still spoke through quiet checks of what was lost, of what was drained. Ganja didn't calm the mind. It showed how caution learned its time. It comes in, then it stays on guard. No ease arrives with what you earn. When holding on becomes reflex, peace is slower than success. Still counting, still watching.
Игры.
No ache that comes from being alone. No call to pick up someone's tone. The room feels fine the way it stays. Just not a place for closing space. He took a draw, not pushing out. Just felt where closeness didn't fit. Not lonely, but I don't come near. Not shutting down, just staying clear. Some distance, how we stay. Honest with what we feel today. To lean upon. The truth sat quiet in between. I don't come near, not shutting down, just staying clear. Some distance are how we stay, honest with what we feel today.
Досі новий.
Still here, at a distance.
Зараз б'ю тут, прямо зараз. Я критика лучше пробрати.
On the bright line of the morning, everything feels less intense. Little ganja in my breathing takes the edge off my defense. Every scent is like a window, opening the crowded room, and the bass draws friendly circles till my thoughts have proper room. Let the smoke just pass on through. Bright line running through my day, keeps the darkness far away. Smoke just shining in the tone, makes me feel I'm not alone. Not because I want to move, just because the loop approves. When doing lives on habit side, the self stays back, the gears decide. No question asked of what it's for, no answer waiting at the door. The body knew the steps by heart, while meaning stayed a separate part. Ganja didn't call it wrong, it showed how long the switch stayed on. Not because I want to move, just because the loop approves. When doing lives on habit side, the self stays back, the gears decide. Automatic. Still running, still quiet. Still running, still quiet. The night gave just enough to rise, but not enough to clear the way. The body moved, the eyes were up, still carrying the day before its day. He took a draw, not to stay down. Just saw how sleep had lost its crown. I wake up but I'm not restored, still standing on a borrowed force. When rest just keeps you moving through, the dead stays due. The day feels used. No dream broke through to mend the seam, no depth arrived to change the state. The night was counted, not received, enough to live, not to regenerate. Ganja didn't stretch the sleep, it showed the line where healing sleeps. I wake up but I'm not restored, still standing on a borrowed force. When rest just keeps you moving through, the dead stays due. The day feels used. Wasn't empty, wasn't thin, no gap that needed filling in. The reach falls short of taking more, because the hand felt what was sure. He took a draw, not to improve, just felt the time and asked him to move. Not because something's missing here, but because enough is clear. When the right question meets the now, adding more would break the vow. No hunger drove the next request, no fear that less would fail the test. The moment spoke before the plan, and stopping fit the largest span. Ganja didn't raise the sum, it asked if more was even one. Not because something's missing here, but because enough is clear. When the right question meets the now, adding more would break the vow. Enough. Enough. Still whole. Unanswered on purpose. Nobody spoke up to say it's hard. No pause was taken to reset. Hands kept moving like before, as if the weight was never meant. He took a draw not to endure. Just notice how long this had lasted. No one says they're tired now, so the work keeps going on. When strength is used as if it's free, it
старший зараз.
Still moving,
Займав.
still unseen.
Ваша доча, хто там зараз? Ой.
Oh, no certain pull to shut it down. No skid across uncertain ground. The pace began to thin its weight before the edge could dictate. He took a draw, not to deny. Just felt the limit drawing nigh. Not stopping short, not forcing through. Just slowing till the strain withdrew and speed respects what it can bear. The road stays open, damage spared. Oh, no wall appeared to block the way. No sign that said he couldn't stay. Just pressure hinting, not much more. Enough to ease before the roar. Ganja didn't block the run. It kept the load from outrunning the one. Not stopping short, not forcing through. Just slowing till the strain withdrew and speed respects what it can bear. The road stays open, damage spared.
Опа! А, привет.
Still moving within reach. Still moving within reach. nights were missed, no hours stole. The body rose when morning's called,
Got it.
but something stayed behind in sleep. A part that used to make things whole. He took a draw, not feeling weak, just felt the strength no longer peak. Not sleep deprived, not truly well, just living where the body dwells. Between getting up and being healed, there's ground the calendar conceals it. No crash arrived to force a stop. No signal sharp enough to drop. The weir moves slow without a name, till rest no longer played the same. Ganja didn't call it tired. It showed how healing had retired. Not sleep deprived, not truly well, just living where the body dwells. Between getting up and being healed, there's ground the calendar conceals. Not restored. Still awake, still awake, still a warm, still a warm.
Пішов.
The body clocked in like before. Feet knew the path, hands knew the door. But something eased its grip inside. The thoughts no longer matched the stride. He took a draw, not to escape, just saw the pace begin to separate. I still move where I'm supposed to be, but my mind don't race with urgency. When the head slows down its roll, you see the wheel
Dešujemo, brate, 15.
The stomach didn't ask for more, but didn't rest like times before. No signal clear to stop or take, just that small space you learn to make. He took a draw not to ignore, just felt the edge he felt before. Not hungry enough to change, not full enough to close the place. Some states don't end or start to fight. They teach the body how to stay light. No portion changed upon the plate, no fix applied to alter fate. The balance lived in getting used to wanting less than being used. Ganja didn't add a bite, it stood beside the mildest one. Not hungry enough to change, not full enough to close the place. Some states don't end or start a fight. They teach the body how to stay light. Between still here, not reaching. The water darkened without sign, no edge to mark the falling line. Light gave up without a fight, nothing asked to come inside. It took a draw not to guess, just let the unseen stay less. Some places never show their face. No failure in that hidden space. What can't be seen, don't ask for name. The dark stays home without our friend. No story grew in missing sight. No shapes were added to the night. Depth stayed depth, not myth or fear.
dvije, brate.
Lightens. Devastates. The shell lay open to the day,
Ne, oni to
empty now but shaped to stay. No breath inside, no pulse, no sound. Still the curve was fully found. He took a draw, not to mourn, just trace the space where life had won. Life moves on, the form can stay. Shape remembers longer days. What once lived don't always fade. It leaves a frame the sea still plays. Waves that worked it smooth and thin, held the house, released the skin. Nothing stolen, nothing wrong, just a place life passed along. Ganja didn't call it loss,
ujebote.
it showed the turn without a cost. Life moves on, the form can stay. Shape remembers longer days. What once lived don't always fade. It leaves a frame the sea still plays. Cycle.
Dawaj.
Shall remain.
Dobra, to ruszył już.
Life return.
A, gdje mi malo? Ajde. Kako me vidi, on ima gem. Mogu bi ja prodati ovo iz EDM. Zagreb. Čujemo se da pričaš s nekim nešto za pecanje, za neke zajebancije. Da se ne fokusiraš na akciji.
a draw, not too fair. Just notice what was steering here. What looks still can carry force. Not every rule speaks in a voice. The calm above, the drag below. Some laws work quiet as they go. No shout came from the moving deep. No threat announced, no promise keep. The surface told a gentle tale. The truth lived where the light would fail. Ganja didn't raise alarm. It showed the hand beneath the palm. What looks still can carry force. Not every rule speaks in a voice. The calm above, the drag below. Some laws work quiet as they go. Undertow.
Kako je to dark mid, a ti tepe u dole.
Surface rest.
Prvo dark ostaviti, a ti tepe odmah. Dole je.
Will remain.
Pa ne, odmah se prvo. Ulti, dare, ulti! Ulti odmah, brate, jao.
No push to rise, no pull to sink. The way was tight, the margin thin. He saw the wall, felt both extremes. Neither offered what he needs. He took a draw, not to decide.
Ma da si ulti oni bi stojali, brate, mi 5 sekundi stoje. Ja bi ubio jednog po jednog, brate, dok oni stoje...
To break the bind, just move aside and change the line. When force won't work and depth won't help, a sideways step can free the self. No victory in pressing through, no wisdom in retreating to. The lock stayed firm, the
gore su naše jaki
no
prihodi.
force.
Moramo prošli. Evo ja valim. Ovdje bar. Oni su narošli.
There were still lines left to unfold, still other angles left untold. The mouth could move, the thought could stay, but weight was reaching where words decay. He took a draw, not losing thread,
Samo ustaj. Naravno.
just felt the sentence end instead. Not out of words, not out of breath, just knowing where they lose their depth. When silence holds the meaning tight, that's where
Ja,
you
vi su
stop,
ovdje ljudi.
not where you fight. No one came up to close the mouth. No fear that quiet meant to drown.
Ej, na...
The truth stood whole without a push. Too much would turn it soft or rush. Ganja didn't seal the sound. It held the hush at proper ground. Not out of words, not out of breath, just knowing where they lose their depth. When silence holds the meaning tight, that's where you stop, not where you fight. Enough said. Still clear,
Vidi ovaj.
no more needed.
Ovo, ja pušta, brate, ove... Barak. Eto kupic. Sam 5000.
No screen was placed before the view. No shade to change the tint or hue. Still something quiet fell away, and what remained could finally stay. He took a draw not to refine, just felt the static leave the line. Not filtered out and not disguised, just less noise before the eyes.
probili smo im
city
sve,
of
brate.
bend.
Jesi neko uzeo sirova?
No cover pulled, no light was spent. The signal held its native form. Once interference lost its norm. Ganja didn't clean the sound. It let what's real be what was found. Not filtered out and not disguised. Just less noise before the eyes. When clutter fades without a trace, what's always there can take its place. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, still there, now heard.
Budu se pomerim, brate. E, on sad nema... Nema uti. Čekaj sam da vidim. Da vidim šta mi javio.
Nothing cracked, nothing broke.
Hoću, može, još jednu. Pola 6.
No sound to mark the final stroke. Still the chest grew less confined. Like space returned behind the spine. It took a draw not to explode. Just felt the pressure lose its hold. No blast to say that change arrived. Just less force pushing from inside. When nothing bursts and nothing bends, relief still comes. It just descends. No victory and no collapse. Just strain no longer holding fast. The Lord didn't leave all at once. He loosened grip without response. Ganja didn't light a flare. It let the weight thin into air. No blast to say that change arrived. Just less force pushing from inside. When nothing bursts and nothing bends, release still comes. It just descends. Release. No spark to lift the pulse too fast. No weight to press it down and last.
Já pronto.
The moment sat between the two. No urge to chase, no need to lose. He took a draw not to incline. Just felt the space refuse a sigh. Not pushed ahead, not held below. Just standing where things neither go. When nothing pulls the mind apart. A quiet field can hold the heart. No thrill arrived to take control. No force appeared to damp the whole. The balance lived without a name. No rise, no fall to stake a claim. Ganja didn't set a pole. It kept the field from losing roll. Not pushed ahead, not held below. Just standing where things neither go. When nothing pulls the mind apart. A quiet field can hold a heart. No church. Still here. No extremes.
Marshall.
Not warmer than it needs to be. Not cool enough to make things freeze. The edges held a moving form, so joints could turn and not transform. He took a draw not to adjust. Just felt the ease arrive as trust. Not hot, not cold, no force supply, just enough so things can slide. When conditions don't insist, every motion stays unmissed. No comfort push to make it soft, no edge to make the body stop. The setting stayed where flow could last, no stiffness from the near or past. Ganja didn't change the scene, it kept the movement in between. Not hot, not cold, no force supply, just enough so things can slide. When conditions don't insist, every motion stays unmissed. Optimal.
Ja bi igrao dosta skoro.
Optimal. Still moving, nothing stiff.
Marka da ne može da se hila. Što ga vidimo stalno.
No vow was made to last it through, no claim that time would hold its truth. Just one span without fall, enough to keep the frame from small. He took a draw not to endure, just kept the moment from unsure. No promise written far ahead, just now kept standing where it said. When nothing says it will remain, this breath still holds without a change. No future shape to lean upon, no past pulled in to carry on. The balance lived inside this state, not more than now, not less than today. Ganja didn't seal the ground, it kept this second from breaking down. No promise written far ahead, just now kept standing where it said. When nothing says it will remain,
Amplify, brate.
Nothing shining to the eye.
Damage više, ne?
Still the skin knew something by. A change before a visible sign. Touch a right ahead of time. He took a draw, not to sow. Just felt the tightness start to go. Not wet, not soaked, no spill, no trace. Just dry, no longer rule the space. Before the proof could ever show, the body felt the balance grow. No gloss rose to claim the scene. Still movement ease between the scenes. What ruled before began to fade, not replaced, just outweighed. Ganja didn't make it rain, it let the harshness lose domain. Not wet, not soaked, no spill, no trace.
Ja ne mogu da verujem da se toliko
Just try,
krenuo.
no longer rule the space.
Tako malo pre znači,
Before the proof could ever show,
tako malo pre isto.
body felt the balance grow. Sense.
Isto, jedan udarac ili ja i loš i on baci.
Fell first. Seen later.
Da, ali studio sam, brate. Hard.
No map was drawn for what comes next. No sign to read, no need to guess. The ground beneath was clear and wide, enough to stand, enough to bite. He took a draw not to prepare, just felt that here was already there. Don't need to know what comes ahead. This moment holds the weight instead. When now is wide enough to stay, tomorrow doesn't have to say. to back the call. The balance lived in open sight. This breath, this place already right. Ganja didn't clear the way. It showed the now could hold the day. Don't need to know what waits ahead. This moment holds the weight instead. When now is wide enough to stay. Tomorrow doesn't have to say. Present. Still here. Enough.
Kako se uleče, ne?
No sign ahead to mark the shift. No chart that showed the coming lift. Still something moved beneath the ground, enough to notice, not the sound. He took a draw not too secure. Just felt the shake remain unsure. No promise made that all is safe. Just kept the crack from finding space. When change appears without a name, it doesn't have to take the frame. No barrier raised to block the flow. No shield declared to stop the blow. The tremor stayed where it began.
I ona ga ubije, brate, i ja ne
Hand
dobijem.
to hand. Ganja didn't call it calm.
Joj, brate.
It kept the ripple from becoming storm. No promise made that all is safe.
No.
Just kept the crack from finding space. When change appears without a name, next no step, pull back. No sense of rising, no sense of lack. The ground stayed even where he stood. Not high enough to strain, not low enough to bruise. He took a draw, not to compare. Just felt the floor already there. Not moving up and not below. Just staying where things work and flow. When nothing pulls and nothing begs, you know the level by your legs. No push to prove, no fear to fall. The place itself answered all. What fits doesn't ask to be raised. What's right doesn't need to be praised. Ganja didn't set a scale. It kept the sense of place from failing. Not moving up and not below. Just staying where things work and flow. When nothing pulls and nothing begs, you know the level by your legs. Alive. Still here, same level.
Imaju nekog ko je brz. Vidi ovo, pa pritisnuo sam čoveče, pritisnuo sam sve i ne ide.
Two sides sat too close to rest. Pressure grew where they would press. Nothing wrong with either face. Just too much force in too small space. He took a draw not to combine. Just felt the need for something fine. Not to bind and not to split. Just enough so edges miss. When things meet without a scene, damage comes from what's unseen. apart, still intact. Nothing moved enough to claim. No wave rose high enough for name. Still something shifted, slight but true, enough to let the air pass through. He took a draw not to begin, just felt the whole start thinning in. Not a flow you clearly see, just enough to let things be. When nothing pushes, nothing strains, stillness doesn't turn to change. No current drawn to lead the way, no force to sweep the old away. Yet what was stuck began to ease.
A to ova dvojica pezve jebem vam materu pit.
Ganja didn't start a stream, it kept the pause from turning me.
Da sam pezve.
Not a flow you clearly see, just enough to let things be. When nothing pushes, nothing strains, stillness doesn't turn to change. Circulation. When nothing pulls the choice apart, all paths remain where Ganja didn't point the way,
Mi donećem mene namjerno
kept the
pustiti.
babies in their stay.
Nema puno.
Not led away, not locked in place. Every door still held its space. When nothing pulls the choice apart, all paths remain where they can start. Possible. Still open, not chosen. Nothing stirred across the room, no curtain moved, no hint of bloom. Still the chest could rise and fall, no weight pressed against the wall. He took a draw, not to invite, just felt the space remain alright. No wind came through to prove it's fine. Still the air held every line. When nothing moves and nothing calls, stillness doesn't have to stall. No fire to chase the heat away, no breeze to make the moment sway. Yet calm arrived without a sign, the kind that doesn't need design. Ganja didn't start a flow, it kept us still from feeling close. No wind came through, prove it's fine. Still the air held every line. When nothing moves and nothing calls, stillness doesn't have to stall. Unmoving, no wind, still easy. No pull to take it further in, no push to rush it out again.
Kako je sada?
The chest just moved the way it should, each motion clear, each pause still good. It took a drop not to go deep, just let the rhythm keep its key. kept the motion smooth in time.